Hi, guys. Hello there, fans. How are you guys doing? Well, it's almost Easter Sunday. It's going to be on April Fool's Day. Be a great day for Michael to come back. What do you think? Great Resurrection Day. We need a little more light in here. Let's see if I can bring my light closer. That's okay. It's a little closer. But anyway, guys, I am live. I'm so glad to be here. I haven't done live in a couple of weeks, but I did release a video, and I hope you guys watched it. And I hope you continue to watch my videos. And I have to say this: it's been almost 9 years since the death announcement, and a lot of you guys don't know that I, Pearl Jr., was at the Carolwood house the day before, outside talking to the fans, and that's when I learned a doctor had been spending the night. And then the next day, Linda, the lady that sells maps outside of Carolwood's home, she called me and said an ambulance went into Michael's house on June 25th. And so I was the first person in the whole wide world to tell you guys that something was wrong at Michael Jackson's house. I had no idea that it was going to, I'll take off my glasses. Even though you get old, you can't see. Anyway, I had no idea that the death announcement was going to happen. I had no idea. And it was the saddest day of my life at that point. At that point of time, that was the saddest day of my life. And believe me, I was no easy person to believe in the Michael Jackson death hoax. I never put believers down. I just took notes the whole time. And the fans would call me and they say, Pearl, something ain't right. Pearl, did you know about Joseph and Joe and Joseph, the name, because the death certificate's in the wrong name, making it invalid. Did you know about this clue, that clue, this clue, that clue? So I kept notes. And the reason why I wrote Pseudocide, and I wrote it in like 2 or 3 months, is because I had notes galore. And I have been covering Michael Jackson since the 2005 trial, and many of you guys don't know that. And that I was in the courtroom, and nothing proved that Michael was a molester. So guess what? He's not a child molester because nothing proved it. And the whole weight of the Santa Barbara District Attorney's Office came down on him like, put it all there, and 0 convictions, 14 out of 14 not guilty. So, I hope people can get beyond that part. But anyway, just a little history on how I got into the Michael world. It's really a better story than that. Maybe I'll tell one day. But anyway, so this week, what's going on this week? Well, we have some coincidences, but they're kind of fun. And a couple of fans sent them to me. And one of the coincidences, I got them written down. Oh, before we get into that, Paris, honey darling, she was, took pictures with Snoop Dogg, smoking a joint and all that, and fans lost their mind. Well, the movie Gringo is about marijuana, about weed and the sell of weed and all this stuff. So I guess, and she's in the movie Gringo. So I guess that was her way of promoting the movie so we can relax, even though, I won't. Okay, so I wanted to get that one out of the way. Now, I want to talk about a couple of coincidences. Okay, let's see. Let's talk about coincidence. Oh, my name's Pearl. And if you've been around the death hoax community for a long time, you know that Michael uses a lot of stuff with Pearl to give out a lot of clues. You got to watch a live 3 with the rare Pearl and album and all this stuff, and January 15th. And you got to watch a live 3 for all that stuff. And then there are all kinds of Pearl clues throughout the years. So anyway, I never saw LaToya and the psychic Tyler Henry. I never saw that episode. I saw the interview about it, and they were going to talk about it, and then he predicted there'd be a Michael and Prince collaboration somewhere, and there's a song with Prince, not Prince Jackson, Prince, Purple Rain Prince, that they did some collaboration, and there's some song. But I do remember that I think it was Taj Jackson Michael's nephew said that he had a box, and in the box there was some unreleased songs. So we'll see if that happens. But anyway, I never saw the episode of the psychic reading about Michael, being dead, and I wonder if that guy Tyler Henry really couldn't connect with Michael being dead because Michael's not. Well, anyway, something really cute. He has a little dog. The dog's name is Pearl. Bam! I thought that was kind of fun. That's a coincidence. Then we got another coincidence from Paris Jackson. Alive 3 is called Michael Jackson. Alive 3, Michael Jackson, The Living Dead, and it's Roman numeral 3, so it's Alive Michael Jackson, The Living Dead. Well, I think it was last night or the night before. Paris went to a concert, and the drummer's name is the Living Dead drummer. Woo! So that's another fun coincidence. Did she do it on purpose? Did she do it as a wink? I don't know. Perhaps. Okay, let's see what else I have. Oh, Omer Batty. Okay, he's Michael's play son. They met each other when I think Omer was around 12 years old, and people think it's Michael's real son, but it's his play son. And but they think Paris Prince Blanket and Paris Prince and BG. They think of Omer as their brother. Okay, now there's all this stuff about Michael's really Jack Crooner, which is ridiculous. Okay. Because no matter what you do with Photoshop, no matter how many times you do some kind of manipulation with the mask and with the face and all this stuff, you can never get around proof that Michael can speak a Persian language fluently and with the native accent, okay? And that Michael can do that very hard to do Persian accent, because even when you see movies with Persians playing Persians, you don't have Americans playing Persians with a Persian accent, because that's a difficult accent. So we have no proof that Michael can do that accent that consistently. Also, Jack Crooner, he's bow-legged. Okay, his calves are bow out. Michael's more knock-kneed because Catherine's knock-kneed. So Michael's calves are really straight, and Jack Crooner's, or AKA Dr. A.J. Farshian, that matches. Okay, but anyway, one's bow-legged and one's straight-legged, and there's certain things that you just can't cover up with the mask. Okay, there's certain things you just can't cover up with the mask. I am going to get to your questions, and I'm going to try to read you guys' comments too. Okay. Hi, I'm going to get to your comments. I promise we're going to get there. So anyway, Omer Batty. Okay. Somebody going off on me because I'm wrong. Now, hey, if Jack Crooner was Michael Jackson in disguise, I tell you guys, I would, of course, because I thought it was possible that Jack Crooner, which I didn't know. I just thought of him as Dr. AJ at the time before he sang and talked, that he could be Michael. But once he talked and he sang and all that stuff, there's just no way. So you guys, that's not my clue. I do not believe in it. You don't need to ask me. No, I do not believe that Jack Crooner is Michael Jackson in disguise. Because you could do that. What they do and manipulate it, you can do that on any skull in the world. Okay? Okay. So anyway, Omer Batty, I said, oh, let me check something out. And Omer Batty it was on Instagram. He told me it was BS that Jack Crooner was Michael Jackson. He broke protocol because none of the Jacksons are supposed to like interact with me, I guess. I mean, that's kind of been kind of like the wink, wink, nod, nod, right? So he broke protocol and he said, don't worry about it, Pearl. It's BS. Okay, don't worry about it. So Omer Batty, thank you very much. Even though words don't mean very much without something to substantiate those words. So we got that. Now let's see what else I have. I have a couple of notes there. I have to, let's see. Oh, okay. Now, back by popular demand. I'm telling you guys, look, I got more wings. I had to travel an 80-mile radius because they weren't online to find these wings for you guys so that I can give them away. Can you see? Can you see the wink? It says wink. Can you see? Oh, man. Can you see? It says wink. It's a little acrylic little wink. See, it's thick. It's really cute. It says wink. Okay, so I have 14 of them. 14. Okay, so anybody, the first 14 people who order the DVD, because I have to be able to put it in something that I mailed to you. So a DVD or a Blu-ray of any of my documentaries, of the Alive 1 by itself, Alive 2, Alive 3, the trilogy, I will put in a free wink as a gift to you. Okay, but I only got 14, so it's only while supplies last. So, but I did travel far and wide thinking about my believer community. You guys are so nice and so sweet, and I just love you guys so much. So anyway, I got 14 winks to give out free for the first 14 orders of any of my DVDs or documentaries, and it will come in the package with the DVD. Okay, guys? All right. And when I run out, I still have some magnetic butterflies that I will give you guys. I still have a few of those. Okay, so now let's get to some of the comments and some of the questions. Let's see. Amanda Davis, I have one of Michael's Instagram, and he's saying, so are you going to see if it's him singing? I miss him. Do you think Michael will hide for that long? He loved his work. Well, you know, I'm not Michael. Okay, so I can't speak for what's in his mind, his heart, his goals, his desires. But yeah, there's lots and lots of recordings of Michael singing. There's, hi, somebody said hi, Perla. That's Pearl in Spanish. There's lots of recordings of Michael singing. He even sang the Weeknd song, You Can't Feel My Face. He sang that. I mean, he sings all kinds of songs. And, I was watching the MLK special, and they were talking about how Martin Luther King I think it was an MSNBC special, and it was about how he had to manipulate the media to cover their activism. And there was a line in there where they said that white media ignores the Black press. Well, guys, I'm the Black press, okay? I'm a licensed media company, tiny, struggling, but we are a media company, and I've been licensed since 2004. And I have sent the media so many so much proof, so much evidence, so many emails, and they ignore me. But I did get a call. I did get an email, and I talked to somebody from American Media and Mara Media, I think. Mara Media, American Media, which owns, I think they own Us Weekly, The Globe, Radar Online. I think they also own the National Enquirer and a lot of magazines. They're big tabloids. And he interviewed me over the phone, and he said that the article was supposed to come out. And then there was a blog that said that an article was going to come out that Michael is alive, and it hasn't come out. So I don't know. I just hope that somebody says, this poor struggling Black media company is trying to tell us the truth. And I am 100% factual. I am 100% accurate. In my documentaries are there not one inaccuracy in 254 minutes of proof, evidence, clues, all based on facts that Michael Jackson indeed faked his death, and he's online every day. Okay, so here somebody says Michael is dead. Sorry. Well, that's because you don't know what I know. Okay, so if you want to know, you're here. If you want to know if Michael's alive, then learn what I know. And wouldn't it make you happy to learn that Michael's alive? Sure, it would if you're a fan. Will Michael return in July? Hi, Tina. I'm not sure what Michael's going to do. I don't know. Sticking with what MJ said, yes, see you July 2011. Well, that's what a live 4 will be about. If I ever can afford to do a live 4, that's what it'll be about. It'll be kind of, that will be the meat of a live 4. See you July 2011. And why didn't that happen? I know. I can't wait till I'm able to share that with you guys. Okay, somebody's put their name as Michael Jackson, said I'm dead. Well, if you're typing, you're not dead. Let's see. She knows something. Oh, yes, I definitely know a whole lot. Hi, Michael. I know you're not dead. Oh, somebody says that. Why doesn't the family want anyone to speak with or to you? Well, because I'm the death hoax person, but I have pictures with LaToya. I talked to Joe at the Scream event. I talked to John Bronca at the Scream event. I have pictures with Jermaine. I see Austin around. It's definitely a wink, wink, nod, nod, guys. Of course it is, because no one is, except for me and us believers and us researchers and us investigators, are to talk about it, except for the family talks about it in a lot of clues. Paris has left so many clues. Prince has left so many clues. BG really doesn't leave any clues. So, Michael, have BG leave us a little something, okay? Have him leave us just a little clue, because he's 16. He can do it now, okay? But Paris and Prince have been very active leaving us clues. What about Pablo? Yeah, Pablo, Sulfur, Go from Ashes. That's in a live 3. That's really good. What's some inside clues from Peter? Inside clues from Peter. Okay, here's one. Okay, here's an inside clue from Peter. Peter and I used to talk on the phone all the time. He was my everyday friend. Every day he called me, and every day we spent hours and hours on the phone. Peter is Michael Jackson. Okay, so I couldn't believe it, because how was Michael Jackson talking to me? So even though he would do all these things, which is in a live 3, to let me know he's Michael Jackson, I still could not believe it. I was a hard win. And he would say, after he's done so much stuff, he said, I can't believe you still don't know who I am. Well, anyway, just a couple of little clues that inside clue. So one day we had this conversation about muses, and how, I was able to feel certain things that he was feeling. And he would say that we have telepathic energies and we spoke to each other telepathically, because I would know what he was feeling and he would know what I was feeling, and we would kind of do that. So I said, you're a muse, M-U-S-E, right? So we had this long conversation about muse. So I got off the phone, and within 30 to 45 minutes, Paris, only thing that she tweeted was hashtag M-U-S-E, muse. That was really good. That was a really good one. Okay. People say, oh, I can't believe Michael never leave his kids. Well, if Michael was dead, he would never leave them, right? If he was dead, he's definitely left them. But if he's alive, then of course he didn't leave them. Duh. Of course not. Let's see. Not the July 2011. That was a photo, but there's more. I'm doing part 4 of Trump prophecy, and we'll explain the July reason of return. Also, the Jacksons are doing a concert in South London on 7/7. Well, okay, all right. Well, we're going to see that. But Trump wasn't around in 2009 in this kind of capacity. But if you got something, hey, good for you. All right. Let's see. Another thing, Pearl, Peter North here, old porn star, great stream, honey. Okay, porn star. You kind of going off of what's her name, Stormy? Are you looking for Michael Jackson? No, I do not want to know where Michael physically is, because it doesn't matter. We knew Michael lived at 4641 Havenhurst for years. It was 7 miles from my house. I couldn't get to him. We knew that Michael lived at Neverland for 20 years. Couldn't get to him. I knew Michael lived at Carrollwood. I would see him come out the gate, and he stopped sometimes, and I photographed with him. Maybe I'll bring that video back out. Photographed him in the car saying hi to the fans. But that's one of the YouTube videos. But anyway, let me go back. Let me go back. So no, I'm not looking for him because if a couple of Michael sightings. Okay, no, I'm not looking for him because Michael could he can, he's a ghost. He can be here one day and put on a disguise and walk right past you. You don't know it's him. He is a master of disguise. He's been doing it since he was a teenager. Okay, so he is the master of disguise, and I teach you that in a live 3. Also, Michael has come to see me once dressed up as Miss Jane Pittman, in which he had drew a picture of Miss Jane Pittman in the 1970s. She's a historical Black fictional character. And he came and he saw me. There's that video of this overweight white guy dancing his butt off to Michael Jackson, right? I think I Want You Back or ABC, one of those songs, and he is dancing. I mean, you'd like, come on, dude, you can move like that, but you ain't lost no weight and you that fat, how do you practice? Well, guys, I believe that that's the guy that came and saw me at the IRS case. Because with Peter, what he did was he knew I was going, and I was going all the time, and that was a year ago. And he said, I got a TB shot. I got a TB shot on my arm. So I had noticed that the guy had a red mark on his arm. And then when I went back another day to the IRS case, the guy had a red mark on his arm, but Michael was so good at diversion and at making you think, no, you're crazy. And what if I was wrong? I couldn't go up to the guy and go, hey, Mike, psh, psh, psh. Because I had told him, if you come and see me and you're in disguise, let's sit down and have lunch or something. But, that's just too much for him because he's supposed to be dead and it'd be too revealing. And then another time he came and saw me was at the Catherine versus AEG live trial. And he was dressed as a bum. But the bum was like a new bum because his clothes weren't that tattered and his shoes weren't that tattered and he wasn't that dirty. But he looked more like a Simpsons character, the guy with the bald head and, that talked about the nuclear site or something. But anyway, so Michael has come see, and these are the times that I know he's come and seen me. So I guess when Michael uses a costume, and he wants to use it more than once. So that I think he went to some Staples Center or wherever in some stadium, and he was dancing his butt off. Okay. So I believe that was Michael because it got so many views. It was ridiculous on Facebook. Okay. So let's see. So I'm not looking for Michael. If Michael wants to show himself, he will, and he's online. So I know where to find him online, and he's been very, very good at being online. Let's see. Will the real Michael Jackson stand up? Well, I already know. And if you want to believe Jack is Michael, go ahead, but it's absurd. Let's see. Peter's Pearls. That's sweet. Let's see. He had said something the last live that I did. And I was showing you my office and everything, and you can see my office. And he said, "Oh, I see something that I gave you in something in a frame or something," and I didn't have it in a frame. I was feeling so bad. I was like, I forgot to put up the stuff he gave me. So just to let you guys know, and he sent this to other fans too, but he sent this to me. And it says, see that? It's in a pearl frame. And it says, "I truly love you with all my heart, mind, and soul, Michael Jackson." Okay? So, and then he can never just make you feel special. So he's going to give it to everybody so that you don't feel special, but you still feel special. So you don't get too big-headed and think that, he's all that into you or whatever. So he wants to just kind of keep you in check, you know what I mean? And give it to everybody so that you don't think that he thinks anything special with you. You know what I mean? Michael, he is, oh, Lord. Oh, he's a complicated character. He's complicated. Okay, so let's see. And most of you guys that you've never been on here and you don't know who I am, and you don't know the history, and you ain't watched the live 3, you probably think I am nuts. I am crazy. And I am here to tell you guys, if I didn't live this life myself, I would have a hard time myself believing it, because most people, you can't fathom how Michael faked his death. You can't imagine it. There's not enough stuff in your brain, okay, to figure out how Michael Jackson faked his death. You have to learn it. This has been a long thing. Nothing proves that Michael Jackson is dead. I have another Freedom of Information Act out from someone, and hopefully I'll get some answer, but I already got the Freedom of Information Act. There is no driver's license in the name of Michael Joseph Jackson. The coroner straight up lied about it, and the document is not true. And I went to the Sacramento Department of Motor Vehicle, and they do not and have not had any driver's license in the name of Michael Joseph Jackson. And that's because his name is Michael Joe Jackson. So now I'm on the alleged victim and alleged date. So I sent a Freedom of Information Act out to, he's a judge now, but David Waldron. Okay, the first letter wasn't a Freedom of Information Act. I'm just asking, who wrote the verdict in the Conrad Murray case? Who wrote that verdict? Who wrote the verdict? Okay, calling Michael Joseph Jackson alleged victim in June 25th, 2009, an alleged date. That means they don't know who died or when that body died. Is there a cover up going on? So hopefully it's a 20-day, he got 20 days to respond, and he's a judge, so he should know the law and the rules, and he should respond. And I asked for who wrote it, any transcripts as far as how it came to have those words in there, alleged victim, alleged date, because if you guys want to know, in Alive 2, that is the most technical one. It is great, Alive 2. I prove to you that nothing proves that that body is Michael Joe Jackson. So Michael in disguises, Michael seeing himself as wax figures, Michael seeing himself impersonators. Why wouldn't he create a cryonic body double of himself and replace that and go his merry way? And everybody in that went right through the system. And they discovered it, but it was such a big deal. I think that they didn't want to have egg on their face. I think they didn't want to be fools. Or Macaulay Culkin in my last one, Macaulay had on his Bunny Ears website, the Beginner's Guide to Faking Your Death, and number 4 was Bribe the Coroner. Okay, so wow. Okay, wow. There's so much information in the Alive trilogy of Michael Jackson docs. I hope you guys order a copy. Okay, let me get it for you. Okay, I hope you guys order a copy. I hope you do. I hope you do. I hope you do. Okay, I promise you, you will not be disappointed. I promise. Okay, so let's get to some more questions. But is you were waiting for bubbles? I don't know what that was. What about Pablo? MJ2, there's 2 Pablos. There's 2 Sulfur Gold from Ashes, and there is a Pablo. And you will learn about it with Earth Song. It's really fun, Alive 3. So all y'all can't handle the truth. Say to me, let's see, Michael is behind all this. That is so true. He just wants the fans. I'm not going to hate on Michael. He just wants the fans to know. I think somewhere in his heart, he feels bad, that he, so many hearts were broken, and it's his way of being online every day and interacting and calling fans and talking to fans and building friendships that he didn't have a chance to have before. Everyone should buy and watch Pearl's trilogy. It will blow your mind. Thank you, Miss Martell. Let's see. He had on bunny ears doing Jimmy Fallon's show as well. Yeah, because he's calling everybody to that. MJ is and has been switching places with Sulfur Go Ashes, not AJ. Okay, I don't go for AJ. And Dave, maybe Dave. Yeah, I talk about Dave and how the shoulders and how the hands, and you got to watch Alive 3. Okay, let's see. Most after see Elvis Presley, just like Elvis. Oh, Michael copied Elvis. Even the death announcement that Jermaine gave while wearing a shirt that said "Living as King," right? Is almost identical, and I show you that in Alive 3. Let's see. Pearl doesn't have a clue. Well, then get up off of here then. Okay, why are you here? If I don't have a clue, step off. Let's see. I'm trying to go through these. There's a lot of comments. Hi, everybody. Gosh, I just love you guys. I have a question. Does she know Michael Jackson? Well, yeah, very, very, very well. We have talked on the phone over 1,000 hours. I know very, very well. Oh, thank you, Dorian, for saying you love the DVDs. What about Pablo? Yes, of course, Pablo at Disneyland in Michael's voice. Yes. Let's see. The psychic guy in an interview with Latoya previously, and this was her second one with him. Also, MJ is switched places with the real doctor who has dark hair, not blonde hair. MJ is look. I am not going to promote at all the fallacy, the fantasy that that Jack is Michael. He is not. You guys got to stop. You guys got to stop. Anybody's face. Look, see, I can do this to my face. I don't have a mask on. Okay, I mean, gosh, you can do that to your face. I'm in England. Okay, I have one of Michael's Instagrams, and he's saying to me, let's see. Oh, somebody called me a pretty lady. Thank you. Who was that? Thank you. Oh, thank you, Shauna. Okay, let's see. MJ will return. Yes. Let's see. It was Michael Jackson. Why is he so important? Because he was so important. You make your fake name Michael Jackson. You're just such a contradiction and a troll. God. All right, guys. Let me see if there's any more questions here, or I'm going to get ready to go. This is the first time I've seen so many comments. Oh my God. What about Quincy Jones? Well, I watched my video about Quincy Jones and the death hoax clue Quincy gave with the song State of Independence. There's a clue in that. It's one of these videos here. You said you have over 1,000 hours of phone conversations with him since when? You got to watch. He called me the first time on January 15th, 2012. And that ended up being a very important day that has to do with Michael, the Jackson 5, and Pearl. So you got to watch it. It's in a live 3. It's really fun. It was a year-long clue, and an album, because you guys don't know, another inside story. Before the death announcement, I would send Michael letters. And you guys don't know that I also sent him a white T-shirt and a black T-shirt. And I believe, and this is it, because he's always got a white and black T-shirt underneath. So I think that he's wearing the white and black T-shirts I gave him, that I sent to him, because I felt bad. One day I saw him out and his clothes were tattered and they weren't that clean. And I was like, you have nobody to take care of you. So I went out and I bought him some T-shirts. I don't know. And I sent them to him. But if you look at This Is It, underneath, he's always got a black T-shirt or a white T-shirt on. And that's what I gave him, a black and a white T-shirt. So yeah, I talked to him for over 1,000 hours. I don't know where I went with that, why I said that. I lost my mind, lost where I was at, why I said that. Let's see if somebody else is remember. So you have seen Peter. Peter is Bobby Anderson. Peter Medani is Bobby Anderson. On Twitter, at Peter Pan PYT is no longer Peter Medani, no longer Michael, since August 2014, because he was changing his name, and he used to change his name a lot to Pearly, and as part of the Rare Pearl, and you got to watch a live 3, but anyway, he changes, so he's no longer that Peter Pan PYT, and he is Bobby Anderson, okay, in disguise. Of course, he's going to be a fat guy, because you got to be able to put the disguise underneath you. So he's never going to be Paul Bergman or Front Back 777, because his face is too thin. Okay. So, glasses are always there. Even when Michael was the mayor, the glasses are there, and the fat suit is there. And so you'll always know. Peter is not fat. I've seen him. Okay, well, maybe you can show that to me. What ailments, let me see, besting, oh, thank you. What ailments does he have now? I'm hearing he's sickly, if it is true. He has a bad back, his back, which is Michael. When I covered the 2005 trial, Michael had a pillow there and he was always, like trying to, get comfortable because we're the audience, we're sitting behind him. So he would always adjust his back. And Peter always complains about his back. So many things. Clearing his throat. Michael clears his throat a lot. That's what Peter does. And it's getting worse with age, clearing the throat. Peter's clearing his throat more and more. The laugh. So I said I wasn't going to, that kind of thing. Michael does the laugh giggle, the laugh talk, and Peter does that too. So even though he disguises his voice, the essence of who he is still there. The clearing of the throat, the spontaneousness that he can't control is there. The laugh talk, like I said I wasn't going to do it. He laughs and he talks like that. Peter does the same thing. You hear the essence of Peter's voice in the essence of Michael's voice in Peter. Yeah, you don't hear zero of it with Dr. AJ Farshian. Just nothing, Michael, nothing. And he always has like a cough, wheezing. He does, and it seems like it's seasonal. It's seasonal, and every year he goes through this thing where he's coughing and he catches a cold, but it's really kind of an asthma triggered thing, like a lung thing, that he has. And I don't know if that has anything to do with lupus, or I don't know. I've never looked it up. As a matter of fact, that's something I can do. That's something we can do. Yeah, he had, so he does have some ailments that are same ailments as Michael, because he can't help but say his back hurts, because it does. So when you're on the phone with him for an hour or 2 hours, he can't help but spontaneously say, oh, my back, my back. Okay, so we know, come on, he's Michael. Everything about him is Michael. Let's see. Will you get him black and white checkered jackets or something like that? I don't know. I don't know where to mail them to now. I found the fifth accounting. And again, this is for 2015. They're paying something in North Carolina and South Carolina. They're paying some taxes, getting refunds from there. So that's where Bobby, AKA Peter, AKA Michael's supposed to be, in the Carolinas. But he can leave at the drop of a dime. He keeps suitcases at his front door so that he can get out of there quick. Okay, so, okay, guys, I've been on for 37 minutes, okay? Is he still calling you today? No, the last time he called me was March 3rd, and I didn't answer the phone. And I didn't see that he called. I was out with my girlfriends, and I missed his phone call. So he called me less than a month ago, and I called him back, but he didn't answer the phone. So we, things with us are very complicated right now. I can't, I'm not going there. But anyway, and then he came to my last live chat. So, Muhammad Madani is a pervert. Stay away from him. Stay away from him. He is not Michael. He is not Peter. He is nobody but somebody who uses Michael's voice to prey on girls and has phone sex with them. So you guys stay clear of Muhammad Madani, okay? I've heard it from so many different women. I've even heard the phone sex with him, with someone. I heard it. Oh my God. Okay, so I'm not doing hearsay, okay? We want Michael to come back. Yes, we do. Okay, guys, I guess if you have, I'm gonna give you one more. Yes, he does have a YouTube channel. No, I didn't have phone sex. Listen, I didn't have phone sex with him. Muhammad Madani is not Michael Jackson. Okay, so, and if I had phone sex with him, I wouldn't let you know. That'd be one of the little things that I'd never tell, because that's private. Let's see. Yes, he has allergies. Not too many allergies. It sounds like allergies, but it's yeah, you can say it's allergies, but it's some kind of lung thing that he has going on. That's a cold trigger. That's wheezing, because you can sometimes hear him wheezing. So people think it's allergies, but he doesn't know what brings it on. It seems like it's seasonal. Let's see. Don't forget the Missions Lion shirt with 777. Yes, that's in the first Alive. Alive, that's in the first Alive. Let's see. Let's see. Uh, this one Michael Jackson guy, gosh, you're not a nice person. You're not saying anything nice. Okay, guys. But anyway, I will see you guys next time. And thanks for tuning in. And keep Michaeling. Oh, don't forget, if you want your free link, I traveled 80 miles, went to 3 different stores to get what they have sold out of these acrylic winks. They're so cute. You will get them if you order your Alive trilogy of Michael Jackson docs. And I will put this in, and I will put it in a cute red envelope. So it's nice, and I put little butterflies on it. So it's kind of like you're getting a present in the mail. You're getting a present from me and from Michael. Okay. And I just like to thank you guys so much. But it's time to go, guys. It is time to go. So thank you so much for another live session. And bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yeah.